Sorry, y'all. Just got over sneezing. I sneezed and bit my tongue at the same time. So a weird thing that just happened. Welcome to OG Talk. We are outside of a courthouse right now. Not for me. So some interesting things are happening right now. Welcome. I just wanted to jump on here real quick, just to shoot a quick video out to y'all to kind of let you know that, right now things are shifting so fast that you may be feeling off a little bit. You're tired of all of it. A lot of us are tired of fighting. We're tired. We're tired of battling all these things and trying to live our best life, and we're looking at it a certain way, and we have to stop that. We have to stop that.
Breeze to those who seek.
We have to stop that. Okay. I don't know where all of this leads. I don't know where it's going. I will tell you, though, that there's a major shift happening in the world right now. And it's going to be very important that you stay grounded to the things that are supportive and positive to you. It's an attack on the collective, let's say, right? And you're going to find all around as things increase in intensity in the energy of the world, families are going to start going after each other, and just people in general are just a little bit more aggressive. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that people aren't really, they're being more aggressive nowadays, and you'll get caught up in that if you're not careful. But this is about removing distractions, man. And, one thing I can say is, for me, I've gone through parts of my life where the joy of life wasn't there anymore. Sometimes you go through so many battles in life that you get to a point where you don't even have it in you to fight back. Life is not supposed to be difficult in that sense. It's supposed to be easier. But, as we go through these trials and tribulations in life and the different people that we're going to have to encounter along the way, some of them are put directly in our lives to destroy our lives. An enemy, a final boss, let's say. And you've been encountering these people your whole life. Think about it. In middle school, you probably had an enemy, or in high school or whatever, or a boss or whatever. You're always going to have a final boss that you're going to have to get through to get to the next stage. And what happens is, you'll notice this after a while if you go through enough, problems and wars, is that they really don't have any new tricks to beat you with. All they do is they mask it in different people in different ways, right? So check it out. If you've been deceived by a woman before, right? You've been in a relationship, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She cheated on you, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Whatever went on in that relationship, that issue that was in that relationship that maybe you needed to pay attention to, or whatever, maybe you weren't giving her enough attention, or who knows why you break up. Like, people break up for different reasons. No one's at fault. You're just not compatible, and that's okay. There's no fault to a breakup. Even if somebody cheat on you, it's not that's the reason why you broke up. No, you broke up because you're not compatible, and that person wanted to see somebody else, and they did, and that's why you broke up. But it's just because that's not somebody that's energetically on the same plane that you are. But moving forward, breakups happen and what have you. But I think that whatever you don't learn from that relationship, you just pick it up with somebody else. That's generally what happens, right? You just, if it's Peter this time, next time it'd be Paul. That's how somebody can get married 4 or 5 times and have the same issues. If you're not addressing your part in the breakup, then you're not really growing. You're just going to have those same issues. I mean, it's always 2 sides of a story, So I just wanted to touch on that briefly. Second of all, y'all, we have got to stop fighting with each other over politics. I mean, my God, this week. I mean, it's just, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Like, Trump is the president. Like, get over it. Like, whether you voted for him or not, he's the president. And that's the way it is. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. Let's support the guy. Let's see what he can do. Like, we may agree or not agree, agree or whatever, like on politics, but like, can we stop fighting about it though? No? Okay. Lastly, we're going to be doing these daily because I feel like I take too much time off. I don't connect with you guys enough through daily life, right? But I want to let you know something, man. This battle is getting intense, and you're going to find that a lot of times when people are desperate, they'll just grasp at anything. But you got to stay strong, and you starting to stay vigilant, and you got to stay consistent. And, every day you got to realize the score starts 0-0. Nobody cares about what the score was yesterday. All of that stuff is gone. You are a new creature. Every day you wake up, you are fresh. You are starting anew. All the mistakes you made or perceive, that you perceive that you have made, all of those things are not real, bro. Like, just refocus. Like, we gotta remember that we in a fight, y'all. We in a fight to the end. And, it's not gonna stop, but we can't beat ourselves, like, we got to be very careful with beating ourselves and making sure that we are keeping the main thing. You're shifting right now because the world is changing and little things are bothering you that probably didn't bother you before. Now they're bothering you, So just know that, the enemy is never going to stop. And you're never going to get pure peace like that. You never know where it's going to come from. Just know it's going to come. And you have to be ready every day. Start the day off right, yo. Don't start the day on the internet, yo. Don't start the day on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all that. Like, don't start your day scrolling, yo. Nah, connect with something deeper. Connect with, something that's positive. Whatever way it may be. It might be gospel music for you. For me, sometimes it's sermons or a prayer. I have certain YouTube channels that, now it gives me a morning prayer every time, I turn my TV on. It's like today's prayer, and it might be like 10 minutes long. But it's a way for me to connect. It's called Grace Oasis. That's one of the channels I like listening to in the morning. Shout out to y'all. But that channel kind of starts my day off in a positive way. So, when I leave my house in the morning, I'm already mentally, I have my armor on, so to speak, but lastly, y'all, we're going to do these daily because I think daily, as many as I can do during the week, I think that it's very important now. We're in a stretch run here where life is going to get more intense, but you're starting to wake up now. You're starting to realize that all this stuff that they were telling us as kids was lies. For men, you know, for years I thought you got to work hard for money. You don't have to work hard for money. You got to do your purpose for money. If you're not doing your purpose, then you're not really doing anything as far as long-term anything. Life is supposed to be fun, y'all. And I know it's supposed to be that way. I just don't know how to get there. I don't know how to get to the fun part of life, because it seems like people like us are just constantly under attack with one thing or another. And, you know, but like I always say, you know, life is really just, it's not really that far off from a Miss Pac-Man game. If you want to talk about a simple way to look at life, you know, and we're going to brighten the energy here too, like on this channel. Like, it's not going to be just sad stuff. Like, we ain't trying to do that, right? We want to raise the energy. What's your vibration? Where are you today? How are you trying to get better every day? As you go through this process, you'll learn that every day that you spend learning more about your faith and your spirituality and who you are, whatever it is, whatever faith that is. It's not religion specific. It's not. It's really not. I think that we all should be smart enough to know that we are created by something, someone, something. Like, I prefer to look at it as just energy. Like, to me, we are all based off of loving energy. That's what we all are at our core. Because, you know, everything is always moving. I mean, you all been to science class, you know, by now that everything is energy. So if everything is energy, you know, I believe that's where the source of all of it comes from. So, you know, with that being said, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but you should believe in something other than yourself, because as long as you just depend on yourself, then, you know, you're limited to just you. And as long as you're limited to just you, then when you get weak, what is going to keep you going? You know, when you just believe in you, you can't tap into a higher source, because you're the one that knows everything, right? You're not looking for knowledge or wisdom at that point. You know it all. So I just don't think that's an effective way to live, but that's just me. You can believe what you want to believe. But I do believe that, you know, we're all connected, and it's important that we all try to be better, because if we're all trying to strive and be better, then it's just raise the consciousness of everybody, you know? But hey, we'll get there in small increments. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I know it's hard, and I know you're hurting, and you're hurting on the inside. I know. I know. But draw that strength. Remember, as long as you keep your faith, you'll always survive whatever you're going through. Your faith will equal everything that you want in this place. It'll let you survive it. And as you survive it, you'll pick up clues along the way. But this life is hard, and it's not fair. It's not fair. That this world is just not fair, man. It's just not. And there's a lot of things going on that we can't control, and we're not in control. The one thing you can't control, though, and I'm going to keep telling you guys this daily, the one thing you can control is staying present. As long as you stay present, your mind can't go anywhere to depress you. You can't get anxiety if you're not thinking. Anxiety is simply thinking about the future and being afraid of it. Or afraid of the moment you're in right now and being afraid of it. That's all it is, man. You know? And we're going to get there together daily. daily. I think it's important that I put these out daily, and connect a little bit more. And I've been kind of instructed that that's what I'm supposed to be doing now, to be a light in this world, to let people know who they really are, and that they're being fooled by society, by the higher ups and elites in society. It's all meant to make you feel down. But it's some of us out here who are now committed to making sure your vibration stays up. And literally, that's all I want to do with my life now. I've decided that. I just want to help people. I don't care about this world anymore. This world has shown me that it does not love me. Okay? And I've accepted that. The universe loves me. God loves me. A select few people love me. But for the most part, I've encountered a lot of pain and suffering in this world. But I've learned how to fight back. The way you fight back is to not fight. It happened. There's nothing you could do about it. All you could do is learn from it and move on. And in keeping that mentality and staying present, what winds up happening is when you make mistakes, you're kind of okay with it, because you know your life is not yours. Like, your outcome is already determined, man. Like, we think we're in control, but we're really not. We all have a mission, and the way that we get there is going to be different ways. But yeah, best believe, oh yeah, baby, we each have a mission, and we are going to complete that mission, whether we like it or not. We don't have a choice. So all those whispers about things that you know that you need to change about your life, the sooner you get on them and start doing them, the better. And I'm talking about me too. Let me not act like I'm firing on all cylinders. No, it's things I need to correct about my life, But it's not a game, y'all. And it's time to take it serious. It's time for us all to start fixing the things that we need to fix. We are all perfect as far as our souls and what we are internally. But outside, we gotta up our knowledge a little bit. Yeah, we gotta cut out the distractions. We just gotta remove, the clowns. Like, you gotta move away from the clowns, yo. The circus, yo. Don't participate in the circus, yo. And and that's very hard to say. It's hard to not be reactionary in this turbulent world we live in. But stay present and know you're being guided. Thoughts of things, y'all. Raise your vibration. What are you thinking about? What are you watching at night? What are you watching before bed? Are you watching murder mysteries? Are you watching Law and Order? Are you watching killing and death and forensic experts? You gonna watch that stuff and think you're gonna go to sleep and get a good night's sleep? That sound logical? No, you're gonna dream about that stuff, So anyway, sorry, this is about 19 minutes. Just wanted to get on here. We're gonna be doing these one a day. Right now I'm going through a situation, but I'm always keep it forward, Today I'm helping out a friend in a situation, and that's getting taken care of, and they're handling their business, and I'm out here handling mine, getting in a quick video. So I love you all. OG Talk. You know it, man. One day at a time. Score starts 0-0 every day. Let's get it.